Are you passionate about media? Dreaming of telling stories that move the world? Whether you see yourself behind the mic, the camera, or the editing set, Majak is your launchpad. Journalist, content creator, filmmaker, photographer, digital media guru. Which one will you be? At the Media Academy for Journalism and Communications, Majak, we turn your passion into your profession. Get hands-on in journalism to break the big stories, digital media production to craft viral content, communications to shape messages that move millions, film and photography to tell your vision in every frame. With fully equipped radio and TV studios, modern computer labs, and pro-grade cameras, we prepare you for the real world of multimedia. Are you ready to make the headlines? Apply today. We are located at Bakau New Town. You can call us today on 53-31545, 53-31545, or 3725-053, 3725-053. You can email us at communications@majak.gm. Better still, you can visit our website www.majak.gm. Majak, your story, your screen, your future.
Hello beautiful viewers. Welcome back to another episode of Her Voice, and I am your host, Fatou ECC. Joining me today is my co-host, Mariam Andao.
Thank you, Fat. I am Mariam Andao, your co-host of Resilience and Purpose, a reminder that a woman's journey is never defined by where she begins.
Today we have a special guest with us in the studio. She is a student of Majak, a passionate journalist, a former footballer, and a voice for women, especially women's sport coverage in the Gambia. Her name is Awa Dk Conteh. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be part of this program, Her Voice.
Thank you, Awa. Before we dive through, can you please give us a little background of your childhood story?
Well, thank you for this opportunity. I am Awa Dk Conteh. I was born in the midst of griots. My father is a griot and my mom is a griot. I live in Brikama, but before that, my father passed away in 1994, and I moved to Talinding with my mom as a single mother. We were there until she passed away in 2010, September 28. And by then I was in grade 8. So from there was nobody, because I'm a twin. I lost my twin brother and my sister as well. So at this current moment in time, I live with my sister and my younger brother is there. But throughout my journey, it was very difficult and challenging, because but I was so lucky also. Before my mom passed away, I got this scholarship from the Action Aid, the Gambia, and CCF. They were responsible for my tuition fee, my education. But when it comes to traveling, changing environment from Talinding to Deeper Life, where I did my primary school, Ndaus and GC5, where I graduated, it was very challenging, because at times I will not get that money where to buy books or uniforms or shoes. I have to work as a housemaid to combine this to going to school and working as a housemaid at Newstrat Senior Secondary School. I was a housemaid there with their principal, Mr. Bojang. It was very difficult. The day that I graduated from grade 12, it was very surprising for most of the students and the lecturers there, because at some point they could not believe that I will make it through, because it was very hard for me. It was very challenging, despite of the fact that there were other family members. But you know, in most cases, when you lost your parents, some of the people will try to step in to help, and some, they will try to distance themselves. But I said to myself, I am not that type. I am not that type that will sit and fold her hand. I see myself as someone with a vision that I need to be someone. I need to be at this place. So I didn't left myself alone. After all the challenges, there were so many things that were untold. Yeah, but I have to cope with it with patience and steadfastness up till here I am today. Because it was not an easy task. As a girl child, At that age, you started standing as a one-man soldier, facing all challenges in life. And you know, even before that, when my parents passed, I was adopted. But the environment was not convenient, but I have to cope with it. At some point, it is sad, but life goes on as it is a stage. So it was not an easy task for me.
Yeah.
That was really quite a hard story.
Thank you.
Your story is truly touching and is a hard one to go through as a girl child, especially at a very young age. But take us through your educational journey, because you told us that you were once given a scholarship by Action Aid. So
Yeah.
how did you manage your education with all those challenges? But you stay persistent and go for your education.
Well, thank you once again. Before my parents passed away, my mom had to do everything by all means just to make sure that I got the scholarship, as if she knew that she was going to lay to rest. So she had to look for a scholarship for me through Action Aid and CCF. So those were responsible for my education. And I went to Deeper Life. From Deeper Life, I went to Ndaus JC5, where I graduated. But like I said before, it was not an easy task. Yeah, as a girl child, you going through all these things. You know, you have to feed yourself. You have to go around, work as a maid. But it all depends on yourself. You should not allow people to define you. You have to define yourself first before people defining you. But this is what I always said to myself: patience and steadfastness. When you stick to it, it leads you to where you want it. Yeah. Though it was very challenging, but because sometimes I miss school due to stress, depression, you know, there was no mentor or advisor that will be taking me through. The only sister that I depend on, because we were 4 in number, and I was the only one having that opportunity with my sister to go to school. Our elder sister did not go to school. So I was also dependent on my sister, but she also passed away. So I was completely blind, but I said to myself, no, this is not who I wanted to be. I want to be someone tomorrow. So when I started working as a housemaid at Nusrat with Mr. Bojang, the former principal there, all the time he advises me. He was a coach, a mentor to me as well. At some point, it leads to a extent that he wanted to help me to go back, you know, even after I graduated, he wanted to help me to, you know, go for tertiary level, because I was there as a maid. But unfortunately, things did not go like the way we both wanted. So I had to quit there, and, you know, I did not sit despite of that. I went back to Action Aid, the people that sponsored me. I went back because then I can vividly remember there was a portion that, like, they needed people to go out to do a field work, a paperwork there. So every 3 weeks, they were paying you $3,500. So they gave me that opportunity, and I was part of those people that we are doing there. So I was doing that as well to help myself and my brother and my elder sister. Yeah.
Wow. This tells that one should not limit yourself to societal expectation. And as a girl child, just believe in yourself and be consistent with your goals and dreams. So speaking of, we have read your story. So speaking of you wanted to be successful. At some point you did football. So take us through that journey, and how did you enter the academy?
Well, it was very funny at first, because as a girl child, society will define you. The community, the environment that you are living, they will define you. But for me, I stick to myself, because this is what I wanted, and I will go in for it. Where I was at Talinding, there was this football academy, they call Luke Holland Academy. He's a British based in UK, but time to time he do travel between Gambia and UK. So I joined that academy. You know, it was challenging though, because the society, the way they look then before the environment and the current environment that we are is different. The atmosphere is different there, because then what people will say is, she's a girl child, why not she go out and cook at home or washing bowls rather than following this football and other things. But that is not me. That is not me. So I started playing football local academy, and I was doing good. Then from there I was, called from one of the other academy, which is City Girls in Banjul, and I accept the proposal that was given to me. I started playing for City Girls. City Girls, I was there, then I get a call from immigration as well. So from immigration in 2010, I decided to drop my boots that I want to be a journalist. That is where it started. But despite of that, it was something that I wanted to make difference, because you can see now football in the Gambia, then before and now, is different. We have seen girls playing football and they are going to higher stage. When it comes to sport in general itself, we have seen what the girl child is doing in the country, despite of the fact that sometimes you face challenges, obstacles may come, and how the society will label you, how they will define you. But to me, that is not me. I go in for what I want, despite of the fact that if I don't get anything there, I go in for what I want. It all depends on the determination and how setting and how sure that you are in there just to go in for it.
That's an amazing story.
Thank you.
Speaking of footballing, and you are a journalist that is interested in women's sport. So what shifted your attention from football to journalism? Was the passion there? Because with all this struggle, as a girl child, you've been questioned by society whether you will make it through this hardship without guidance from parents or relatives, but you still keep on moving.
Yeah.
So what shifted that attention from football to journalism? Was the passion there ever since childhood?
When I was in grade 8 at NAUS, I always wanted to be a journalist, because I can vividly remember there was this teacher called Mr. Coffee. All the time when we go out for break, I will go to his office and I will tell him that, like, Mr. Coffee, I want to be a journalist. I want to become a journalist. Mr. Coffee will look at me and said to me, like, you wanted to be a journalist, but at this current situation, by then Jambia was in power. So most of the journalists were not safe. And he will look at me and said to me that, wow, whenever you come here and tell me that you want to become a journalist, it saddened me, because you know what? The atmosphere that we live in, the environment, because this man, most of the people describe him as a dictator. And you see how journalists sometimes they went missing, or when they are reporting, and sometimes they will even shut down some of the media houses. So you telling me that you want to become a journalist, that is something else. And I said to him all the time that I want to be a journalist, and he will be giving me sometimes papers to read, or sometimes he will be telling me that just go and sit and do critical thinking. Just anything that comes to your mind, start jotting it down. And even not Mr. Kofi, sometimes when I sit at home and watch GRTS, see Nene Magdogay, Boram Boj, Haruna Drame, Fatou Kamara, and all those people, I said to myself, these people, they are very intelligent, super intelligent. How do they do this or cram this, not knowing that there is a teleprompter in front of them? So I'll be, all the time making myself busy. So in 2010, when I dropped down my book, there comes the Fatou Network. Aliou Cisse, he's a former reporter at Fatou Network, currently working with QTV. And there is this late man, I forget his name. He was currently working with Peter Gomez, that is West Coast Radio. They came to Star FM, and they found me there. They said they wanted to interview me. So they interviewed me based on what I was doing in sport as a footballer, and to the reason why I stopped playing football to become a journalist. And I give them synopsis of that. They conducted an interview with me, and they published it. So it has always been there, me, to be a journalist, because I love the field and I was passionate about it. Yeah, it has always been there. That is a secret. And I will reveal that today. A girl child, you will go through a lot. You will go through sexual harassment. You will go through bullying. Society will define you. But that is not you. You have to focus on the things that you love most.
Yes.
At some point, when I stopped being a footballer, the first thing that was my target, is to go into media, to become a journalist. And I was very lucky. How? Because there was this one early morning, I was in the car going, there is this journalist, a famous journalist, Keba Kamara. They call him Keps. Most of the people call him Keps, Keba Kamara. And I was in the car, I was speaking on the phone, and all of a sudden, I was behind, Keba was in front of me, and he just turned around to look at me and said to me that, wow, you have a good voice. Why not you join me? I'm working with Star FM Radio. By then he was with the Star FM Radio. I decided to tell him that it seems like as if you are reading my mind, because all I wanted to be is a media personnel. I want to become a journalist. Then I went to Star FM Radio. I started my intern there. At Star FM Radio, I started my intern there, and I was given opportunities. I was hosting Kids Corners program every Saturday. Then I can recall every Saturday that was a Sesetal every Saturday. Then I will host this program with VM International. They call it VM International. I will host this program with him, Kids Corner. And at the same time, I was hosting another program, which is the online university. With Lamin Efesane. He is a sports journalist. I was hosting that. So all these opportunities were given to me, and I did not leave anything untold. Even things that I know that were not in my area, I always wanted to go in for it, to study it, to know how things work, because I want to become a good journalist. Yeah. So I was lucky. I got a scholarship from there with the U.S. Embassy. We were 25 people that were given that scholarship to study journalism in certificate. The moment I got that, I left Star FM Radio because I was an intern there, not a staff. I went to Member Caring, that is Sue Radio in Brikama, and I was hosting current affairs program there every Thursday, and I was also a news anchor, 8 o'clock news and 10 o'clock news. So it was not an easy task, even despite of the fact that before Star FM Radio, I went to most of the media houses, but you know, at times you keep wondering what leads you to this. But man, as a girl child, sometimes I wrote my application and take it there. The first thing that they will do, instead of taking the paper and look at it and tell me what you want or what you wanted to do, that will not happen. They will look into their interests, like trying to harass me sexually. And sometimes when you go out there, you needed something, they want you to give something in return.
Face that challenge.
Yeah, and still it is happening.
It's still happening.
Still it's happening. But for me, no, that is not me. I want this. You cannot provide it for me. Do not tell me what you want, because I am not going to do that. Because when you stick to that, you give them what they want, they are going to keep, that will haunt you. That will haunt you.
And they will keep doing it to young girls.
Exactly. And it's still happening. It's still happening. So that's why in most cases, like when you go to attend a program, especially when it comes to gender and all, culture of silence, we said no to it. You vent out what is in you and the things that you are facing, what is stopping you. That is not me. I tell you what I want. And these things don't define me. Don't define me. So journalism has always been there for me. I loved it. I go in for it. It all depends the determination, the courage that you have.
What keeps you pushing despite the challenges you are going through?
Well, I put my head down, be patient and steadfastness despite of the challenges. I put my head, and I listen to people. And I also, one thing I love about myself, that is socialization. I always communicate with people. I do networking. Anywhere I am, I do networking. And I don't underestimate anybody. You tell me something, I listen to you. Because every opportunity that I see, I grab it. Even it's going to be small or little, I grab it. Yeah.
That's really good, Awa.
Thank you.
This tells that as beautiful as Awa is, she is intelligent and bold enough
Thank you.
to focus on her passion and dream. So we know viewers would like us to talk all day through, but we have no time. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
That's all.
Awa. Your story is so inspiring.
Thank you.
And to the young journalists, female journalists out there, I hope they learn a thing or two from what you have just narrated.
Thank you.
So what would be your final words for girls out there with similar challenges like what you went through, but has no support and don't know how to figure out through this cruel work?
Well, thank you. Well, for me, I have celebrated myself. All the silent scars, the silent battle, I showed up. Just lay low, be patient, and be steadfast. Know that the sky is the limit. Yeah, and as the white man said, this world is a stage. Each stage, there is an obstacle. But every obstacles, every challenges that you pass through, know that there is ease. Yeah, just focus on what you are doing, what you love, go in for it. What you love, go in for it. Because for me, I started all this as a housemaid, as a cake seller. I can vividly remember when there was July 22nd. I will go to Superbar. There is this one man there who bake cakes, Adama, will give me cake. I'll put it in a plate and put it in my head. I'll go to July 22nd and I will sell all the cake. When it's finished, I go back, he will load another one. I go back. When I close, he will give me the cash, my payment for what I've worked for the day. He will give me that. So no matter who you are, no matter wheresoever you are, anything that you go in for it, when you want to become like a university student, but you are unfortunate, you do not have a scholarship, still do not give up, because I did not give up. I am at Majak here currently doing my diploma. I am paying my tuition fee for myself. Where I get my money is every salary that every month, the salary that I receive, despite of the fact that some of the people are dependent on me. But sometimes you have to do side works. Do not underestimate when you are a cleaner or a cake seller or an ice seller. So long you are getting your survival from there.
Yes.
That is something you have to be proud. I am proud of myself.
Yes.
I am proud of myself. Yeah. I started all these things when there was nobody. And still, there are challenges that I face, struggle that I face. I cry in silence without telling people.
But still,
I keep going and I keep moving. And I said to myself, I am very proud of myself. And someday I am going to be there. When you sit tight, you hold on to it. With patience and steadfastness, you will get what you want.
Yes.
You will get what you want. Go in for it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Awa, for sharing your journey and what you've been through with us. And I hope young girls out there take this as an inspiration, never to limit yourself in your thoughts or in whatever society thinks. Just go for whatever you want, and inshallah, you will make it. So I'm afraid this will bring us to the end of this show. But before that, please follow us on our social media handles. We are on Instagram, Majak. We are on Facebook, Majak, and we are on TikTok, Majak Official TV. So do join us next week for another episode. Thank you.